Hey guys, what's up? Todd here. Welcome to the Week 5 weigh-in. Good news, um, lost some weight this week after 2 weeks of stagnating and even moving backwards. So now, also the marbles are back after my sad story of dropping a jar of marbles on the floor and having it shatter. We now have acrylic jars, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. So yeah, now I am down a total of 8 pounds. So started at 297.2. This week, 289 even. So, bam! A lot more marbles in the lost weight jar. Your inspirational quote for this week: Jean-Paul Sartre, existentialist philosopher from France. Man is none other than that which he makes of himself. Here, Sartre was basically summarizing in one sentence what existentialism is. We don't need to get too deeply into that. But I still think it can be an inspirational or motivational quote for many of us. It's an important idea that actually has been expressed many times in many ways, including even ancient thinkers like Aristotle expressed something similar. We won't get into the details. I'm sure some philosophy people are out there like, oh no, they're completely different. But for our purposes, we are what we habitually do, as Aristotle put it. We do things, they alter who we are going forward, right? The habits, the traits that we develop are who we end up becoming. So we have a radical responsibility for who we become. So, this week was good. I had one really horrible weekend at work. In particular, one particularly bad day at work. We were just swamped. It's an emergency department. That's how emergency departments operate. Sometimes you are horribly busy. So didn't get to eat a whole lot that day. So that probably helped. Also, I've been sort of changing up the workouts. Started doing a little bit of weight training this week. A different weight training. A couple weeks ago, I tried some weight training. Changing it up this week. Today, this was after the weigh-in, but I did some swimming. So trying to just diversify what I'm doing. And I think perhaps I was just generally more compliant with my calorie goals this last week. So, good news this week. Had a pretty big loss. Don't know if that's going to be something easy to repeat in another week, right? It's a pretty big shift. Lost over 4 pounds in 1 week when my goal is losing 1 pound per week. I have maintained 4 pound per week losses before, but I'm trying to do this a little more slowly. Hopefully that makes things a little more sustainable. We're not doing a crash diet here. Instead, we're trying to develop sustainable life change, because that's really what I want, right? I've yo-yo dieted at least a dozen times or more in my adult life. I have lost significant amounts of weight and slowly gained it all back. So obviously something needs to change. I need to alter how I go about this. I thought last year I had it down, and then I gained it all back. So it's been a struggle for me psychologically to, can I actually do this? Am I just doomed? Um, so I take a sort of a quixotic approach here. Who knows? Maybe it's a lost cause, but I'm going to keep trying anyway. So I will check in with you all again next week. And have a good one. Peace.